couple of months ago, the minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam proposed that this Afro-American Negro not go shopping at stores during the holiday season. He says he wants to spread the pain. Well, we know that's not going to happen. Out of all the holidays in the year, the Negro is going to have his Christmas. Chrismus. That's right, Christmas. And this Negro, he's going to go out and prove to white people how much money he has during the Christmas season. That means he's going to go out and buy his Air Jordan tennis shoes. He's going to go out and buy his North Face jackets. He's going to go out and buy his Timberland Spice Tan boots. He's going to go out and buy his 55-inch big screen TV. And he's going to buy his Sony PlayStation and Xbox games because, it's the holiday season and this is how he blows off steam. Meanwhile, his black woman is going to go out here and buy her Gucci bags, her UGG boots, all of the accessories that make up your Afro-American Negro holiday season. And for Minister Louis Farrakhan to propose this insanity, shows how disingenuous he truly is. Because if you wanted to make a political statement about the holidays, the time would have been last year when Eric Garner and Michael Brown, the grand juries, decided not to indict in both of those cases. That would have been the time, to make your political statement. So that's why your Minister Louis Farrakhan is just pretty much disingenuous in, proposing this. Because if he really wanted to make that statement, again, that would be the time to make it. Because that was the time when all of these Negroes were talking about Black Lives Matter, were so offended over these grand juries not indicting in those cases. But as we see, in all of those cases, there was not any of these Nation of Islam guys to be running around at that time proposing these ideas. There were none of these pro-blacks talking about these ideas. Now, I proposed those ideas last year when I was making videos and saying that would be a powerful political statement. And lo and behold, nobody picked up with that football and ran until now. Which is why I say your Minister Louis Farrakhan is disingenuous. Now you want to have a march? Now you want to protest against these stores? Now you want to make a statement about the black dollar? Well, why didn't you make a statement about the black dollar right after those indictments? That's why I, again, say that this Minister Louis Farrakhan is disingenuous. And I know when I made the proposal, I said, these Negroes aren't going to pick that football up and run with it because, again, these Negroes have no critical thinking skills. They don't understand, the power of their own black dollar. They'd rather just go out and have their Crismus than, make a political statement showing that Black Lives Matter by showing the value of the black dollar. Negro's not going to do that. Why? Because Negro got to have his Crismus. And, he's got to be able to show out to people because the truth of the matter is, yeah, I believe that this Negro loves white folks because he's got to celebrate the birth of his white Jesus during this holiday season in order to make a statement to the world about how much he loves white people. And he won't make a statement, about the value of black life because he knows that if he made that type of statement, he would pretty much be showing the world that, he really would have a backbone. But, your Negro ain't going to do that. And there's the whole thing with this whole Nation of Islam making a proposal that Negroes boycott Christmas. Again, the time to do that was last year. But Negro didn't want to do that. Instead, they went around marching and protesting, talking about Eric Garner and Michael Brown and Black Lives Matter. And now they're talking about now you want to boycott Christmas after your march on Washington. You guys are hilarious. I mean, you Nation of Islam monkeys are just super hilarious. I mean, you're just completely ridiculous to me. Now you want to talk about a boycott 1 year after everything. And it, again, shows you how disingenuous these guys are. Shows you how cowardly they are. They had all this all this political momentum to actually make a statement. But instead of making a statement, all these guys just pretty much backed away. You watched Baltimore burn up. You watched all this other stuff come down. And now you want to talk about, you want to make this type of statement. You guys are a bunch of jokers, man. I mean, absolute jokers. And this is why nobody takes many of these Negroes seriously. I mean, you just can't take them seriously. They just come at you with the most ridiculous concepts known to man. And you just sit there and you just shake your head because you look at this and you go, you want to boycott Christmas knowing that many of these Negroes are gonna go out here and go shopping anyway. I mean, you have a better chance of getting these Negroes to stay out of school on Black Solidarity Day than having these Negroes not go shopping at Christmas time. I mean, and the whole thing is that many of these Negroes you just don't look at your black leaders and just look at them and go, these guys are absolutely ridiculous. These guys pretty much do not care about you. I mean, look at their actions. Look at the pattern of their actions. I can look at their pattern of their actions and see how disingenuous they are. If these guys really wanted to make a statement, the time would have been right after that grand jury came back with those decisions. That would have been their chance to make that political statement. But no, these Negro leaders decide to wait an entire year to come back, and now they want to come out here with this. And they're talking about they have to spread the pain. Well, nobody's going to be spreading the pain after this Million Man March. I mean, how much money did Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam collect at that Justice or else or whatever it's called? How much money did they make off of these Afro-American Negroes during that time? I mean, you need to ask yourself how much money was made, and if Farrakhan will spread some of that money in the African American community. I mean, guys like me need jobs. How about you spend some of that money on us? I mean, you talk about spreading the pain. How about you share the money you got from those Afro-American Negroes at that march on Washington with some of these brothers out here who are less fortunate? But no, your Minister Farrakhan is not going to do that. Not at all. No, no. All he's going to do is tell you to do something that he won't do himself. And that's why I say that these guys, again, are jokers, and you can't take them seriously. And you can't really take this Negro seriously, because we know what this Negro is going to do at Christmas time. We know he's got to be standing outside of that store, sacrificing his dignity, standing outside there at 2 a.m., waiting for this Walmart to open, waiting for this Target to open so he can buy himself a $49 55-inch TV, and then stand outside of the jeans and sneaker store a couple days later, in freezing cold weather, holding their babies so they can buy these Air Jordan tennis shoes. We know what this Negro is going to do at Christmas time, because this is what the Negro does every year. I mean, he's having fist fights over sneakers he could just order online. He's standing outside of stores, waiting in the freezing cold so he can go buy a 55-inch TV, or go out here and wait for this Xbox, when all he has to do is just, he's got this iPhone in his hands. He can go on Amazon.com, pre-order this stuff, and have it shipped to his home. But this monkey, because again, he has no critical thinking skills, he don't think about doing something like that. No, he's got to go outside, wait outside for hours for a doorbuster, when that age is pretty much over with. But you can't tell this Negro anything. He's just got to be out there enjoying himself, making a complete idiot out of himself, talking about he's going to have his Chrismus Christmas, and it's going to be a happy holiday because he needs to show the world what a complete idiot he is. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.